Hello, everybody, and welcome to another brand new video on Boundaryland Podcast with Dillon and Sheldon. And today we're going to be discussing the top four teams as of now in the IPL. Sheldon, it's been an exciting first few games here already. We've got matches going on to the wire. We've got some exciting games happening. But in the end, you would say you didn't expect these four teams to be at the top or not?
I mean, I think out of the four teams, I'm genuinely surprised about who's on top, but very happily surprised at who's on top. That's for sure.
aren't we?
I mean,
Aren't we all? Let the trolls begin. Where are the trollers? Come on, you trollers! Where are these trollers?
all of this fuss about the Chennai pitch, it's pretty easy to play on, right?
Ask the RCB guys. They know how to win. They know how to win all the games there.
In fact, they were sad to leave to the Chennai grounds, I think.
But yeah, let's start with the number one team as of now, which is Royal Challengers Bangalore, RCB. Strange beginning for them, not the usual way, but in the end, you would say well played, RCB. They've played some exciting games, and all three matches have been really good for them. Where they've been people who've put their hand up and said, "I'm going to take the team home today," and it's just happened.
Yeah, and they're addressing problems which they've had before, which is a great thing to see. You think of RCB from the start of time, 14 years, what are their issues? Death bowling and people to support AB and Kohli. Right? Those two issues.
Yeah.
Harshal Patel, in the death bowling, what a legend. I'm going to get a shirt, I think, the way this guy's bowling. Honestly, I'll admit, when the signing first came, I thought, no. I'm like, why are we getting him? He's going to be another bowler who just gets hit and hit and hit, and he's going to be out of RCB.
Considering the fact he was in RCB before also. He played for RCB in the back in the day. And then he went to DC, and now he's come back to RCB. Yeah.
But yeah, Harshal Patel, that first game, I think, were you shocked? Then I was shocked. He took 5 wickets against Mumbai Indians.
He took five wickets against Mumbai. And it's strange because you see, Mumbai ended up getting 160 on that pitch. Now you've seen teams which are struggling to chase even less than that.
Yeah, and I think the only reason RCB chased that is because the freak. We've saw two freakish innings so far, haven't we?
Just bow down to the legend. That's all. You can't you can't do anything. You cannot say anything because if there was one batsman who could do it on that pitch, it has to be AB de Villiers. No offense to Virat Kohli, he's a genius as well. But if there was one guy who could actually do that on that pitch against Mumbai, it had to be AB de Villiers. There was no one else. And now when you look back at the games that have happened there on that pitch, you know how important his knock was, right?
Exactly. Now it keeps looking better each day when you see all the other games happen in Chennai. Teams struggling to make 30 of 30 balls. And then there's AB who smacks at a strike rate of 150, 160 against Bumrah and Bolt in the death overs. That is just crazy.
That's insane. And just the hitting is so clean, effortless. That's what I like about AB. Yeah, the first match got pretty close, but in the end, RCB, AB taking them home, did really well. Harshal Patel, 5 wickets. Then they go to the second match, they play Sunrisers. And when you thought the game was done and dusted, guy called Shahbaz Ahmed just comes out and bowls the spell of his life.
What is it? 3 wickets for 1 run?
Three wickets for 1 run on that ground is insane.
It was just crazy. And I think it included Johnny Bairstow, Manish Pandey, and I think Vijay Shankar, if I'm not mistaken. But wow,
yeah.
Take those 3 at that time when Hyderabad were well on top. It was just an amazing spell. And I thought, even on that pitch, I thought Maxwell's knock was really good. On that pitch, I think it was 50. He made a 50 or something.
Yeah, Maxwell made a quick 50. Yeah, Maxwell has been a good signing, and I think this has been the right. It's too early. I don't know if it's too early to say, but I'm going to take the call now, and I'm going to say that I think RCB have made some good investments this year. Because now it looks like their middle order is set. The death bowling is finally coming off good. Siraj is looking in form. Everything's working like a clock. It just needs the master blaster at the start there to just get going on runs, and then I think RCB are well and truly going a long way in the tournament. I know you're waiting for me to say it, but I'm not going to jinx anything. Still early days. in the tournament, but it looks like they've got their core right, Sheldon.
Yeah, I mean, just hand the trophy to RCB already, right? Why go through the hassle of the whole tournament like this? I mean,
can we please play all the matches in Chennai for RCB's sake?
Exactly.
That's what RCB fans would be saying. But I think they're doing really well, especially Maxwell's move is working out. Maxwell coming in at 4, I think is really helping them. And I think they need just that one batsman after Virat, coming in. If he can play a little bit more longer, whoever it is, whether it can be Shahbaz Ahmed or Washington Sundar, I think they've also gone opening with him in one match when DDP wasn't available. But yeah, well and truly looking good for RCB. And that last match versus KKR was just
absolute two master last innings.
When you thought Maxwell was playing like the knock of his life and the knock of the match, again, you got to bow down to the freak and just be like, this is just a magician at this point. He was just carving the ball. I don't know how to describe it, Sheldon. Like that knock on that kind of a wicket, hitting those shots was absolutely brilliant.
And I mean, when Russell came on, he's bowled so well prior to that game. In the death, he had taken 5 wickets against Mumbai. I remember the previous game, Russell. And then he came and AB just looked like he was teeing off from ball one. He's like, thank you very much. And some of the shots AB played, I mean, he played one which was a Yorker length and he just opened the face and it went for 4. And I was like,
unbelievable. And he is not. I mean, AB is the biggest blessing I think RCB can have. Hopefully RCB go all the way, where RCB fans are now currently well on top and everyone's cheering. Everyone's really happy for RCB, so that's good. Moving on, the team which is now in second place, Delhi Capitals. You would expect them, Sheldon, to do well. Like we said earlier also in our prediction before, Delhi was one of the teams which will look like they're probably going to go all the way into the top 4, but they won today's match versus Mumbai Indians, and which they've never did in the last 5 games. They've never won. And today they changed that. A close match, but in the end, a job well done, you would say.
Yeah, I was just going to say, mentally, this was a big win for them against Mumbai. Yeah. Just to know that you can beat Mumbai, because last year Delhi beat everyone, but they couldn't beat Mumbai. And it's almost a psychological thing, because just to get that off your head that you can beat Mumbai. And now I think this will give Delhi a lot of confidence.
And it will also help them, and it will also help them for the fact that they lost to Rajasthan that game, very close game, which they should have won. I mean, they should have closed that game out early, but if it wasn't for Morris's onslaught, but this would give them a lot of things that they beat Mumbai, the informed team, the defending champions, and now they're sitting in right up there with the RCB on top. So that would do them good, like you said. And some interesting decisions done today. Steve Smith played today. Smudge. I thought he played brilliantly. He's the guy they need in those middle overs, especially now since they moved from Mumbai to Chennai. I think Steve Smith will be really important for them now coming in. And I think it was a calculated move by Ricky Ponting to get him this one game on this kind of a thing, so that he's informed when he comes into the next games, right?
Yeah, because I remember thinking at the start of the tournament, why will you sign Smith? But I think this is exactly why. For these pitches in Chennai, when it's a bit sticky and you need guys to just tick it over, Smith is the perfect batsman. Guys like Smith, Williamson, players like this. On these Chennai surfaces, they're perfect for it.
Yeah.
And turns out Smith might be a perfect signing for Ricky Ponting.
And you can see also the way these guys go about it. Smith is always next to Ricky Ponting and he's trying to talk to him. He's trying to get some inputs. He's always speaking to Ricky Ponting. He's that kind of a player, Smith. He's always keeps himself busy, even though he's not involved. Even if he's not playing, he always keeps himself involved. So that's what I really like about Smith. He's always there in the field. And really happy. And Shikhar Dhawan is in the form of his life for the last 2 years.
Crazy. I mean, orange cap holder as well, right? Shikhar Dhawan?
Yeah, currently the orange cap holder, yeah.
He just had a crazy tournament so far. I think 2 big scores in winning matches, and then even today he scored. That's like in 3 out of the 4 matches he's contributed heavily to them winning. He just in the form of his life, Shikhar, playing so well.
Yeah, I'm disappointed with Prithvi Shaw though. After that first match where he just went berserk, I thought the next 2 matches he really didn't do enough for Delhi, but he's that kind of a player which you always know. He's in form as well, but he just got out to a soft dismissal in this match. And the bowling has looked good also for for Delhi, considering the fact they're without Nokia and Umesh Yadav, Vishant Sharma.
Yeah, and today I think they didn't play Chris Woke, so that's crazy. They had only Rabada probably as like this. I thought Amit Mishra.
Rishabh Pant is some captain. He's got so much of confidence.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think, but Amit Mishra, what a game he had today, huh?
Man, the moment Rohit Sharma he waited for the power play to get over. He brought on Amit Mishra, and then that was it. Rohit Sharma wanted to go after him. He fell for the trap, and that was some seriously good bowling by Amit Mishra. You got to give credit where it's due. I thought he foxed Rohit Sharma like really well, made him reach out for it, made him play for it, and in the end, on that kind of a surface, like we said, it gets slower and slower as the overs keep going, and 4 wickets for Amit Sharma, really doing well. So now he's also working. And Ashwin also, I thought, lent a good hand bowling. In the first 3 overs of his were really good, except for his last over. I think he went for 15 runs. Yeah, Marcus Stoinis doing really well for them. No need to worry about that.
I was so surprised today seeing him opening the bowling. It is such a different move.
Well, when you have Ricky Ponting as a coach, I think you're bound to do such things like that. And I'm happy for Rishabh Pant. He's learning. He's learning from the best, I feel. He's learning from Ricky Ponting. He's got Smith there to help him. He's got Dhawan there. He's got all these guys there to help him. So really good. Delhi looking good so far. Settled the next best team, I would say, with the Mumbai and RCB so far is Delhi Capitals.